If that's it for Goldberg in WWE, we know that we're headed towards John Cena's last match, which there's lots of rumor and innuendo that maybe Gunther will be the final opponent. I still argue it should probably be Logan Paul. That's a story for another day. But if there's another act out there deserving of another last match treatment, who comes to mind to you? Is it a Dudley Boys? Is it a Hardy Boys? Is it
Oh,
a
no, Connie, we've kind of off and on through the last 2 years gone through fillintheblank.com or lastmatch.com. Man, I think there's a lot because when you look at where the industry, just the amount of like, Conrad, I'm coming up on my 40th year, and I was having a conversation with some licensees over the weekend, and we just kind of, the Fanatic show came up and the conventions, and we were at StarCast. That was on Thursday. But anyway, just kind of have the nowadays, Conrad, when me and you were growing up, and I'm older than you, I know that, in your mind, I would hear about, oh my God, I would have loved to have seen Dr. J. I'm a basketball guy playing the ABA. Oh man, we didn't have the ability to pull our phone out and say, oh, here's Jordan dropping 44 and he had tape on. Like all of this is documented. So the ability to market and monetize and all this kind of stuff. I mean, Conrad, I know I have personally looked at over 10 lastmatch.com, the ability to do that, because you can create so much story around it that is a feel good moment. When you look at, oh gosh, Conrad, there's a Twitter follower or X follower I do. I think it's Rock. But did you see some of the highlights of Ozzy Osbourne's last show?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. I mean, those guys are all in their 70s, early 80s. But to me, Ozzy doing that one last sitting on the throne, and I mean, God, I just think there's so much magic you can create. And no, it's not as good as it was way back when. But I mean, there is it's a generational thing. And look, my daughters, they love them some 90s country music or 2000s. It's generational, and it's because they have the ability to have it logged in their phone and they can connect with it. So it's a generational thing. I think our generations are much more tied together because of technology. So, man, to land on one, but I do think a Goldberg last match scenario could be off the charts. I mean,
and it's still available now. I mean, that's the reason I feel like,
okay.
I think that they did it the way they did it, because he may be finished in WWE. That's his last walk in WWE, and in WWE parlance, that was his last match. Like
Thompson, Barry Bloom, line one. Barry Bloom, line one.
Well, I mean, I guess here's the question: you think he'll take a guitar shot? Would he be okay with nearly bleeding out in a parking lot?
I just hope he's not buddies with Lethal and he stays away from press conferences and backlots. It's hard way.
I had a chance to introduce Jay Lethal to my daughter at StarCast this weekend. So it was his first time meeting her. So I made sure to say, hey, Jay, I want you to. So I did the whole thing. And I had to explain. I said, now, just so you know, this is technically one of the guys who tried to kill Papa Rick in a parking lot in Nashville. And Jay goes, that was Jeff. That was Jeff. All Jeff. I don't know why, but it tickled me that all these years later, nope, not it. Not it.
Oh, Lord.
Did you ever have I'm looking online. I think you only ever had one singles match with Goldberg. And it was a lumberjack match in Milwaukee on Nitro where Roddy Piper was the special guest referee. I think every other time you were in the ring with Goldberg, it was a multi-man or a tag match or something like that. Does that sound right? You only had one match against him, and it was a lumberjack match with Piper as the ref?
I'll say this. Main event, Green Bay Packers, Conrad. Green Bay Packers surrounding the ring, main event. I had a promo earlier in the night that was pretty lengthy that they laid out for me. Pinzer's got a comment on that. I think that was the night. And then that was a lot of moving parts. I'll just say that. And Bill always, his style, now look, and he ebbed and flowed and changed through the years, but he didn't, he knew me and Robbie were buddies, Scott Ricksteiner, and him and Robbie are close. And so I don't want to say he didn't trust me, but he's just like, all right. But I'm like, hey man, this is, let me just kind of lay this out. Let's just kind of go down there. I've been in a lot of lumberjacks, and we got a lot of guys outside the ring that aren't smart to the business and all that. But I was saying I was diplomatically being the ring general that night and kind of knew the hand that I was dealt. But go back and watch it, Conrad. It was one of the Nitro main events that wasn't a MAC Classic, but I was damn proud of it because mission accomplished in so many ways. But boy, oh boy, I'll just leave with this. Conrad, I was running on about 2.5 hours sleep.
Let me go ahead and mention that next year when we, and I guess there's a chance there's another StarCast this year.
Okay.
But next year, if there is a StarCast in Dallas in July, and I don't think that's going to happen, but if it happens, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that it's sponsored by Mando. Don't we all love summer vacation, relaxing, laying out by the pool, barbecues, hitting the beach, doing, well, nothing? Well, how about a summer vacation from your house payments? With SaveWithConrad.com, you can do just that. Reduce your monthly payments by making the equity you built up in your home work for you. You can roll together those high interest rate credit cards into one lower monthly payment and perhaps access some of that newfound equity to turn your house into your dream home with no money out of pocket. And how about this? You get to skip your next 2 house payments. That's right. You won't have to make your June or your July house payment. You're done until August 1st. Go right now to SaveWithConrad.com. Let my team run the numbers for you for free. There's no obligation, and if we can't help you save some cash, we won't waste your time. And did I mention we're offering a 3-year guarantee right now? That's right. That means if at any point interest rates improve over the next 3 years, you get a free refi. That's right. No new lender fees from us. So you get to save money now without wasting money later when the rates improve on a whole second set of closing costs. Why not go to SaveWithConrad.com and get a guarantee? Save money now and save money later with your friend in the mortgage business. That's me, Conrad Thompson at SaveWithConrad.com. Shoot me an email at Conrad@SaveWithConrad.com. Give us a call at 888-425-0105 or get yourself a quick quote. Even talk to a live person right now at SaveWithConrad.com. NMLS number 2129, equal housing lender. Let's take a summer vacation from house payments at SaveWithConrad.com.